Has to be something better and more satisfying than the way you're living your life right now. If you need a breakthrough, our comeback coach Dolores Jones is here to talk about ways to empower yourself today to help you make that change. And the first thing, Dolores, you say is start with a 2-minute power pose.
You need a 2-minute power pose. Amy Cuddy, she is a sociologist, and she did a study about body movement, basically positioning yourself. So I can show you a quick one if you want, okay?
Yes.
It has an impact. I'm standing, get me, okay? Get on me, okay? This means it changes your physiological makeup and it impacts your stress level. It takes it down, and it also picks up testosterone. So thanks to Z-Wear, I have my Wonder Woman suit on today.
How do you pick your power pose?
Whatever makes you feel good. You got to go up, baby, because you want to go up. You're already down. Don't go down like this.
Right.
But this lifts you, and you do it about 2 minutes.
Oh, stand with you.
Right, come on,
pose?
come on,
Okay,
let's do it.
all right.
So here we are. Here, strike your pose, Wonder Woman, whatever you want.
I like
2 minutes, baby. Okay, there it is. Now, shift it. Oh, say, mess with me. Bring it. There it is. So you need your 2-minute pose. Okay, come on, take your seat. I know you're excited.
Okay. Now what? Now what? I just do what I'm told with you.
No, and then here's
Change
the
your
other
story.
thing. You got to change your story. Okay, people know my mom was murdered when I was 5 years old. So I could say, woe is me, but I was embraced by people who loved me, powerful woman, my grandmother who raised me, who's known as Mama, Big Mama, Dolores Johnson. Okay, don't mess with me. But the other piece of that, being homeless and going through those things, and what I had to say was, you know what? I am divinely enabled to prosper. So no matter what I've gone through, my income went below the poverty line, honey, okay? It went below the poverty line. So I began to change that story, and I listened and looked for people who also changed their story, which brings me to a point when I talk about play the role that you want.
Yeah.
It's not as similar as dress to impress, but you do include that. So I had the pleasure of meeting an awesome man named John Hope Bryant.
Right.
Okay, and so here's his book now. We're just gonna plug him for a second, okay? And it's called How the Poor Can Save Capitalism and How to Rebuild the Path of the Middle Class. And he was here at our library, the Central Library, right? And I said, God, I gotta meet him. So I showed up with my power pose, but I had a different story. So when he opened up the floor to talk about it, you have questions, I said, this is where I started, but I am the one you were talking about in that book. And so now he is a chairman of the President's Advisory Board on Financial Capability. But what John shared that day was that he wore a suit that his mom made him, and he would carry an empty briefcase because he wanted to be that businessman, right?
So he would act like the person he wants to be.
Absolutely. You fake it until you become it. And you put yourself in environments where people believe the same thing. Let's talk about Oprah, because we're going to go big. You need to go big.
And this follows your point of surround yourself with people who already have what you want and who are what you want to be.
Yes. But the story that I changed is when Bill Cosby came to town. And I talked about bathing in the bathroom. But I kept going, and I aspired to be like Oprah, right?
Because you put yourself through school, you'd go take showers, and you'd like bathe yourself in the bathroom.
Yes.
The college you were going to.
Yes, I did. And you know what? There are principles that work, be it spiritual, be it practical, as Tony Robbins and these master life class people. So stop trying to reinvent the wheel. Work the wheel, baby. Ride the wheel. And don't worry about the haters. Make the haters your motivators. But the other piece, people are going to criticize. They're going to criticize. And here's the thing. I don't want you to just sit around waiting. No, woe is me if they're going to come. I need you to get rid of the publisher clearinghouse mentality. We know the commercial, right?
Right.
Where the people come and say, oh, you won, honey. No, I need you to get out there. And here's the last point. Don't wait to be invited. Show up. There was a conference I knew I needed to be at. And so I said, I'm going to show up, and I'm going to have my power pose and my mindset. And they said, you look like you belong here. I said, thank you very much.
Because you did belong
there. And I took a seat.
Yeah.
Don't let money stop you. Motivate yourself from changing your story, knowing what you want, have a strategy, change your state of mind. This is what all of the master level life coaches will tell you today. It's nothing new. It's like an egg in the kitchen. Go get an egg, baby. Okay, if you want it scrambled, right? If you want it over easy, but the point is it's still an egg, right?
Right.
All right, so you got what it takes. Now use it and stop waiting for somebody to come make your eggs in the morning.
Dolores, every time you're on, one, we learn something new about ourselves. We also learn new things about you.
Oh, thank you.
And how much you have survived and endured, and you're still succeeding. So thank you for coming on today.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Can I tell them this real quick?
Real quick, because we've got about 5 seconds.
Follow me on Facebook, The Comeback Coach, and at Twitter, My Comeback Coach, and I'll reach back.
And we have links to Dolores on our website as well, and you can post questions for Dolores on the Better Kansas City Facebook page, and she often will address them in future shows.
Yes.
Dave and Gary.